I'm Andrew.
I'm Alyssa.
And this is Braggin's Adventures.
What's up? We are back from the Carnival Radiance, and I am so excited to bring you this video. The editing for this video is going to probably take me the longest of any of the videos that are going to come out of this Radiance trip. But the research and development that went into it, super fun time. So today we're going to talk about the Cheers package on board a Carnival cruise ship. Now, there are 100 videos out there about Cheers packages. And there's always questions in every Facebook group about hey, is the Cheers package worth it? And my answer is always the same to those people. No one can answer that for you. The Cheers package being a value depends entirely on you and your drinking level and what you're drinking. So a blanket question like, is the Cheers package worth it? Can never be answered by anybody else but you. So what I wanted to do was to show you why the Cheers package is worth it for us. Because if you're only going to have 4 or 5 beers in a day, then no. It's absolutely not worth it because beers are like $6 or $7 and 4 or 5 of them is going to run you under $35 and the Cheers package costs more than that. If you're going to have $11 whiskeys and you're going to drink 10 of them, do the math, that's $110, which is almost twice what the Cheers package costs. Yes, absolutely worth it at that point. So hopefully that helps you understand why no one can actually answer that for you. What I want to do, though, is show you why it's worth it for us, because it's absolutely worth it for us. Most days, we hit that 15-drink limit that Carnival imposes. Let me preface this all by saying, please drink responsibly. If you or someone you know has a problem with alcoholism, please seek out help. It's important. That being said, if you're on a cruise ship and you know what your limit is and you know what you can control, then have a good time. Be responsible, be safe. Carnival puts a 15-drink limit on you, whether you have the Cheers package or not. Doesn't matter. They track what you're drinking at the bars. Of course, there's ways around that. They recently took away and then gave us back the opportunity to pre-buy alcohol in the rooms. You can now only do it on 7-day or longer cruises, and it's limited to 1 bottle per stateroom, regardless of how many adults are in the stateroom. But at least it's something. There's free liquor tastings that you can do on board the ships again. They took that away during COVID. They brought it back now in limited capacity. Your friends can buy you drinks at the bar. You can be one of the jerks that sneaks stuff on, and I hope you get caught, and I hope it gets confiscated because you are the reason the Cheers package keeps going up in price. You can obviously drink and port, and that doesn't count towards your 15 limit. So there are ways to drink more than 15. And you're going to see in this video that one of the days I did manage to do that. Do I recommend doing that every day? No, absolutely not. Your liver cannot handle that. Do I recommend going on a short booze cruise like the 4-day Ensenada Catalina cruise that we did out of Long Beach? Absolutely, because you're going to have a blast and then you can detox afterwards, right? So, as you're about to see, we did hit our 15-drink limit most days. And had a great time doing it. You know what? Let's go look at us drinking constantly the entire time. We'll review some of them. We'll try to let you know what drink level we're at each day. And one of the days, you know what? I'm going to do the C day. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put some graphics on the screen for that and show you what it would have cost for those drinks versus what the Cheers package costs us. And that will hopefully help you gauge whether or not this is going to be worth it for you. Let's go.
Cheers package, day 1, first drink on the cruise. Went with the Michelada up at the Blue Iguana Cantina on deck 9, and I'm enjoying it with the guy's burger.
All right, so I started my day off with a classic Patron margarita. Okay, guys, I might already be on my 2nd drink, but we're trying the Thirsty Frog Hard Seltzer Berry Hibiscus. We haven't tried this yet. We'll see. Ooh. Very, very good. It's light, refreshing. It's guys, actually tastes really good on a semi-warmer day.
I already started on the Woodford Reserve. Drink number 2 on the Cheers package for day 1. Guys, I have been on the ship now for 45 minutes.
How was it?
Number 3.
Was it? This is my 3rd drink. And what time did we board?
About an hour ago.
An hour ago? This is the Thirsty Frog Pina Colada one. It's good. It's definitely artificial, like, flavors. But I like it. It's okay. I think I like the other one better, the
Hibiscus.
hibiscus one. But this isn't bad.
What's up, guys? Drink number 4 for me, and we've been on the ship an hour and 11 minutes now. I am trying the Carnival birthday beer. It's a golden ale, and we'll find out if it tastes remotely good. Okay, I taste honey. It's a good beer. You know what's a really good beer, actually? I actually like this one a lot. I would buy a 6-pack of this at the house and drink it. Drink number 4. Woo! Alright guys, we're waiting for everybody to get unpacked and we decided to go with the next drink. I'm doing a Woodford again. Alyssa, what'd you get?
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. And she's only on 4. She's 1 behind. So we'll have her catch up at some point. Alright guys, we're in the Atrium bar here. Alyssa's on 5, I'm on 6. I went with the Dirty Martini, Palmtini.
Palmtini, pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
And vodka.
Cheers.
Super good.
Really good.
Super good.
Alyssa is finally caught up. She's on drink 6 now. What are you drinking?
Woo! Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Guys, I'm on drink 7 on my Cheers package, day 1. I went with a Jack Rye and soda. And I did a little lime today because I'm feeling a little, you know, tropical. All right, guys, we are in the Red Frog Pub. And we are enjoying 2 tinglings. There we go, we got a cameraman now. This is number 8 and number 7.
So good. No, I caught up.
No, you're back behind one, dude. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. But Red Frog Pub, come check it out, Tingling. It's a super good drink. This is number 8, number 7 on the Cheers package. But even if you come, it's like $8, guys. Get the Tingling and enjoy yourself, okay? Getting out here in the Red Frog Pub, we are on drinks 8 and 9. Woo! And it's 4 o'clock. We've been on the ship literally for 4 hours and 45 minutes. Drinks 8 and 9. And people behind us, hey, Braggins Adventures crew, say what's up. Hey, what's up? There you go. So we're having a pretty good time. We made a deal with the bartenders here. They hooked us up with some extra straws and a little more booze in our drinks. We're bringing them some Shaq's chicken sandwiches every day we're on the ship. We're gonna bring them for them. So have a good time while you're on board. Enjoy your trip. Make friends with the staff, guys, because that is where it's at. You gotta make friends with staff. You having a good time?
I love it.
Great time on the ship. We love the Radiants, guys. Join us. For a pre-dinner hangout here in the Red Frog Pub. I'm on my 3rd of the tinglings, whatever that is, but I went tall this time. A little more soda, it helps soak up the booze a little longer. I gotta hit 15 by 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I'm already at 9 or 10, so doing the taller drink helps. We're playing a little shuffleboard here. They don't know how. Ty, do you know how?
Not at all.
No. They don't know how, but we're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. Cheers.
Ready?
All right, guys, we are getting ready to head out. We've changed a little bit. We're going to go do a drink free sampling, if you will, of whiskey. Or I don't know what, actually. at the fun shops, and then we're gonna go hit dinner. Hey guys, what's up? Alyssa, what are we doing?
A liquor tasting.
We're doing a liquor tasting in the Fun Shops liquor store. So far we're on number 2, and they're pouring us just complimentary little like quarter-ounce shots. This doesn't count against our 15 limit for the day, guys. You know what I mean? Like this is business. So they took this away during COVID. It's been gone for a couple of years now, and I'm so happy to see it back, because like this is one of the most fun things we do on every ship. We are trying some liquors we tried on the Legend, which I think is the last ship that this was on pre-COVID, right? Yeah. Not a big deal though, because I'm enjoying the fact he's explaining the liqueurs, telling us what we're having, and we're trying them, and they're yummy. So make sure you check that out. We're on embarkation day, 6:30 in the Fun Shop. So we made it out to sea. We're in international waters now, and it looks like we're gonna get about 6 quarter ounces. So for those paying attention, that's an ounce and a half. That's a drink, but it doesn't count against our 15 on the cheers. Hey guys, we're in the main dining room, and we are on drink 11. Alyssa, what'd you get?
The spicy chipotle pineapple martini. It's my favorite drink. It's so good.
Hi, Ty. Woodford on the rocks. This is after that liquor tasting we did, and after our pre-dinner at the Lido deck. Yeah, we've had some food, we've had some drink, we're having a good time. We'll show you what we get in a minute. Guys, we stopped at the Alchemy Bar tonight. We're on drink 12. What'd you get?
I have the cucumber sunrise.
Super good. Let us know.
It's just a refreshing drink. Honestly, it's delicious.
I just said I like bourbon. Make me something with bourbon. It's not on the menu. No idea what this is or what's in it.
We're the only gay people. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yes, we're the only ones. This is your favorite day ever.
It's a tasty drink. This is very refreshing. I'm stoked for this. There's something berry in there.
Yeah, it looks
like blackberry, boysenberry, something like that. Obviously, bourbon. Super tasty. Always hit the Alchemy Bar on your ship. Even if you only go once, you have to go hit the Alchemy Bar, because they'll just, you tell them what you like and they'll make you this awesome cocktail. Super good. We love the Alchemy Bar. Every ship, go visit, say hi. So we're in the piano bar. First time ever.
Where at?
That's my sister.
Where's she at?
Right here. We're doing a family cruise for our honeymoon.
What the hell are you doing here, sister?
That's our whole family week cruise.
No, let her go to the room. They gotta go back to the room, man. Come on, man. Where's sister? Who's the sister?
Guys, so we're closing out our night here in the piano bar, but we got our final drink. Yes, number 15. We've only been on the ship since 11. It's now 11. So in 12 hours, we have 15 drinks each. This is number 15. It's Woodford Reserve on the rocks with a little orange. I'm gonna give you a pro tip. If you go to the Alchemy Bar and you ask for an old fashioned and then tell them to hold everything but the whiskey, you get 2 ounces of whiskey instead of 1.5. So if you go and order 1.5 ounce, if you order, Woodford on the rocks, they only pour a 1.5 ounce. But if you order an old fashioned and tell them to hold everything, it's 2 ounces. So it's free alcohol, guys. Bonus tip. So that's how we're ending day 1. We have our whiskeys. We're gonna enjoy our evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys, that's just day 1. That's embarkation day. We didn't even get on the ship till after 11, and we ended our night around 11. So in 12 hours, we each managed to do 15 drinks, plus that free liquor tasting, which is the equivalent of another drink. So 16 pours each, if you will. Day 1, Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it for us. The seltzers and the beers lower the average cost of each drink, right? But those Woodford Reserves come in at $11.50 a piece. That raises it, right? So at the end of the day, check out what we would have spent roughly versus what we actually spent for just that day. And then, hey, you know what? Let's go check out day 2. Before I get into day 2, I'm not going to do that breakdown. I'll just tell you right now what you just saw for day 1, pretty freaking average for us, okay? We hit our limit each day mostly. The days that we didn't, we got more expensive drinks. So the amount of money saved is going to be roughly the same, okay? We also started to forget to film drinks and stuff. So going forward, I'm just going to show you some fun stuff and we'll chat a little bit about it. Also, one more thing I want to mention, tipping. So when you buy the Cheers package, either if you buy it in advance or if you buy it once you get on board, and by the way, you save money, like 10% if you do it in advance. Either way though, both times you're going to pay an 18% gratuity on top of the Cheers package cost. So I believe it's $59.95 if you buy it in advance, and plus 18%, okay? So the advertised price is not really the advertised price. Now, those gratuities do go to those bartenders. However, and this is going to be a sensitive subject. However, when you get your receipt, you have to sign for each drink, even though you're not paying for it. There's a tip line on there. Technically, you have already tipped, okay? Don't feel obligated to. We do. We tip $1 per alcoholic drink every single time. Very few exceptions. There was one time where Alyssa was actually shamed with her drink order by the bartender. She got a $0 tip on that one. I was pretty upset. And it was because it was 11 a.m. and the bartender was like, isn't it a little early? Not your decision to make, lady. Not at all your decision to make, and not remotely appropriate for you to bring up. Okay? We're on a cruise. I started drinking at 5 a.m., okay? Don't mess with me right now. Anyway, that's the only time we don't tip. We tip $1 per alcoholic beverage, unless like we're super like feeling the bartender or they're helping us out. Occasionally we'll throw a $5 or even a $10 bill on top of what we have already tipped with that 18%. Another thing I want to mention is nowhere in this video am I going to talk about non-alcoholic drinks. Those are also included with Cheers. You can go get a soda, a Gatorade, a bottle of water. We pretty much got a bottle of water with every alcoholic beverage we got. Gatorades constantly. Just a regular coffee or tea, a specialty coffee or tea in Java Blue. A milkshake, a non-alcoholic, like a virgin version of anything. Like you wanted let's see, a strawberry daiquiri, but no alcohol? That's included. Doesn't count towards your 15, and it's included. So these savings that you're seeing don't even take into account for that, which probably, I'd say between the two of us, we probably spend another $50 a day. If we were paying cash and waters and Gatorades and things like that. You know, the waters are like $1.50, guys. Gatorades, I think, are $3.50 or $3.75, okay? $50 a day on top of that is also savings for us. Okay? All right, I promise. Let's go look at day 2.
By the way, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we talked about this. I have an Irish coffee, but not their Irish coffee that they have on the menu. It's just a latte with almond milk and a shot of Baileys to start off our day.
My drink number 1's a Bloody Mary, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? If we look tore up from the floor up, it's because we only got 5 hours of sleep, and we were both feeling a little fluffy because we ate midnight pizza, which was probably not the smartest thing we've ever done.
No, I feel like we do it all the time, though. We're like, why?
Yeah,
it soaks up booze.
You gotta live big on the ship, right?
Literally live big.
Very, very big. I'm using the wide-angle lens right now. So we'll take you with us on Catalina. I'm not sure if I can take you in the air with us. If I can, I will. Otherwise, I'll film somebody else parasailing so that you can at least see what it looks like. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so we decided to do a second drink of the day before heading over to Catalina. I got a, what is this?
just a Buffalo Trace on the rocks. I've got some shoulder pain today, probably from lifting the luggage yesterday. And I'm not supposed to take ibuprofen according to my doctor, and Tylenol doesn't really do anything. But whiskey is all natural. Please drink responsibly. Alyssa, what'd you get? Show us. Oh. What was that?
This was a mimosa.
Okay. So, drink 2 of the day. We're spreading them out a little bit better today. We have more time on the ship because, 15 drinks in 12 hours yesterday was a bit.
That was a lot.
It was a bit.
It was a lot.
And if we're going to maintain this cruise and maintain 15 a day, spread them out's the way to go. So, a couple of breakfast beverages today. And then, you ready to go parasailing?
Woo!
Let's go parasailing.
And I'm chasing it down with a gin and tonic.
What number drink is this today?
This is number 3.
Number 3.
Yep.
Buffalo Trace on the rocks for drink number 3 for me. While on that note, I'm on drink 4 now, and I opted for another Bloody Mary. So
I'm slowing down a little bit today, you guys. I'm little baby steps. Baby steps.
I mean, to be fair, I'm on drink 4 and it's noon. Okay.
I mean, that was almost yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, but we didn't get on the boat until 11:15 yesterday. So I too am slowing it down. All right, guys, we'll let you know what we're doing next. See ya. Ship.
We just made a big boo-boo.
Ship, not a boat. Ship.
Okay, guys, this is number 4 for me. This is rum and ginger beer. That just sounded amazing. I got the straw, as you know, the candy straws. We'll see if I drink the whole thing with the straw. I don't know.
Is it refreshing?
Let me try it without the straw. It's good.
So no straw though.
I probably want to do the straw. I don't know why it gives a weird taste to it. I also just don't like these straws. Some people love them. I don't like them. You definitely taste the rum, and you get that burn from that ginger. It's actually very good.
May or may not be on drink 7 now. Might be 6, could be 8, don't know. Whiskey soda, and Alyssa's doing a gin tonic. Is always doing a gin tonic. As we figured it out, I'm on number 7, and I went with a old fashioned this time. From the Tides Bar up top, we're down the Red Frog Pub now, but they don't open till 3. We did bring our chicken sandwiches to our boys and ladies down here because they treated us real well yesterday, and we told them we'd bring them chicken sandwiches every day. Number 8.
Woo.
Caribbean iced tea. Caribbean iced tea. Caribbean iced tea. It's a Long Island, but with blue stuff. I said a potty word in one take of this, and everyone's giving me stuff about it. I almost said a potty word again.
Number 8. It's a number. It's the tingling because they were out of mint. I wanted a ting mojito. Yeah, ting mojito. So I have to wait for that one. So I guess I'll have to drink this instead. Tingling's great. I love it. That's what I was drinking yesterday. Fruity, tasty. Okay, guys, this is number 8. This is a ting mojito. Tingling. We've had a little bit to drink, you guys. It's perfect. It's minty.
Is it tingy?
It's very tingling. It's good, guys. Okay, guys, this is number 8. I followed Andrew because I liked his drink so much, and I don't remember. It's the
Caribbean
tea.
iced tea.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It's a little sweet, but not overly sweet for me. I think this is a good one.
So how many drinks do you have left today?
6.
6 more left. Are you gonna hit them?
I'm gonna try real hard.
All right, guys, so I am down to only 5 drinks left, and it's 4:30. This is number 10, guys. Just went with the Woodford on the rocks. We're having a good time, though. You know what I mean? We're on a cruise. We're having a good time. Guys, how many drinks yesterday? Did you? 13? 13, I think. 21. How did I do 21 with the 15 limit? Well, my son bought me a double. She gave me one of hers. And then my son bought me a triple. 21. Yeah. I feel fine. Yes, you heard that correctly. For the Catalina Day, I did hit 21 drinks. Honestly, I felt fine the next morning. But yeah, it can happen, and that is proof. Whew! What a great time, though. Like I told you, I'm not going to do the breakdown. It's roughly the same as day one. It's about, if I include the non-alcoholic beverages, I would say that we save about $200 a day. After the extra tipping and all that, we save about $200 a day by doing the Cheers package between the two of us. I do want to mention, with the Cheers package, you have to get it for all adults in your stateroom. So if you're a drinker, but maybe your travel companion is not, it's not going to be worth it, because you got to make it worthwhile for both amounts of money, right? So with that 18%, it's 170 whatever dollars a day for 2 people. You have to be able to drink that much if your partner is not that big of a drinker, if that makes sense. Now, like I said, those non-alcoholic stuff, those are included, and they don't count towards the 15, but they are included. So that can help add to that value as well. If your partner's not an alcoholic drinker, but maybe they like specialty coffees and milkshakes and smoothies, and they can drink $60-ish a day. Well, then, yeah, you're going to make up for that with your alcohol drinks, and it might still be worth it. It's not going to be as great of a savings for you, though, as it was for us, because we're both drinkers. You saw the numbers, guys. We save almost $200 a day by doing the Cheers package. Let's go check out day 3. Good morning, guys. All right, so drink number 1 of the day, Bloody Mary. Mimosa. Starting off for breakfast. My opinion is it's easier to go get your drink up at the Red Frog Rum Bar on deck 9 than to wait for the waiter to bring it at breakfast time in the dining room. Yeah. So we've got our drinks so that we can head to breakfast. Let's go. We went down to the Red Frog Rum Bar on deck 9. I got me a rum treasure, and you got a rum jumper.
Yeah.
There's booze in it, and it's fruity, and it's tasty.
There's booze.
And this is 4 for me and 3 for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's darn good.
Tasty.
Good choice. We're gonna chill up here for a bit. I promise we'll show you more of the ship. Maybe. I'm on... Guys, it's noon and I'm already on 6, I think. I woke up, like I told you, feeling a little like like congested. And we think it's from the piano bar last night. Was the air filtration wasn't on point. This was self-medicating basically. Alyssa's gone with a Moscow Mule.
This is the Twilight Zone. It's like coconut stuff. It looks good.
Tastes good?
It's very coconutty. It's very smooth actually. It's not overly sweet. This is actually really good.
Nice. Whiskey and soda. You're on drink 10 for Alyssa and 11 for me. You know what I did. What'd you do?
I got the parched pig pumpkin.
So this is Carnival's beer.
That's pretty good.
Is it pumpkin-y enough?
I feel like it tastes more nutmeg.
So they're going for like the pumpkin pie kind of thing.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you
If I could
happy
get-
with that as a purchase? Like if you paid cash for that?
I would, yes.
We did not. Cheers package, y'all.
That's good.
Good? So, we're going to meet them at 7:30. We're just going to play games tonight, guys. We're all kind of beat. I plan on going to bed early. And early for us is we're going to call it 10 tonight and see if we make it by 10:30. Because that's how we do on a cruise. 5 more drinks for her, 4 more for me, and then we're going to call it a night. We'll see what happens. But we're just going to play card games. If something cool happens, we'll take you along. But other than that, I'm going to say goodnight right now. And we will see you in the morning. Cool? Cool?
You remember earlier in the video when I said we forgot to film a bunch of drinks? Day 3 is a prime example. We did get not to the 15 on that day, but we got close. I think we each hit 14 on day 3. So, still a value though. I mean, we were still probably in the $175 to $180 savings range for that day. So at the end of it, it's going to average out. We save about $200 a day, or almost $1,000 total on this 4-night cruise. Day 4. So what I'm going to do for day 4 is I'm just going to show you the receipts and drinks and throw some music up. We're not going to talk a whole lot on this day. This was a day at sea, so we did have the opportunity to literally just drink all day. And we had a blast doing it. So check this out, and you can pause where you need to check out the receipts, but this is proof of what my average costing is and why it's accurate. And maybe it can help you determine if you're pretty close into saving money. Alright guys, as you can see by that final receipt image there, Alyssa hit 10 drinks and I hit 12 for the day out of our 15 limit. Now, it's still a savings for us, okay, because at an average drink cost of $10.88, and actually I think on this day our average drink cost was slightly higher. And remember, this does not include those non-alcoholic beverages, but let's go with $10.88 because that's the number I set forth on day 1. $10.88 average drink. So that means for 10 drinks for her, she hit $109-ish, right? But the drink package only cost her $71. So there's still a savings for her there. I hit 12 drinks, which means I even saved another $22 on top of her, right? And again, doesn't include those non-alcoholic drinks. So there is still value there, even if you're not going to hit the 15. We still saved money, and that's the whole point, right?
Good morning, guys. It's debarkation day, and we are enjoying another fine adult beverage this morning before getting off the ship. And I might have a couple more because, for those of you that don't know, your cheers package is still good on the last day. Now, obviously, you're never going to hit 15 in the 2 hours from when you get up to when you have to be off the ship. But you could try. The Java Blue Cafe, where we get tea and coffee, is open on debarkation day, as well as the Red Frog Rum Bar on Lido Deck. Those are the only 2 places where you can get alcohol this morning.
All right, guys, there you go. That's our trip aboard the Radiance and trying to figure out if the Cheers package is worth it. For us, 100% absolutely, and I'm going to tell you why. If we had paid cash for our drinks and the amount that we drank, and I'm going to exclude the last day drinks, I'm going to exclude the additional tipping that we do, and I'm going to exclude all the non-alcoholic drinks in this number, okay? I'm just talking alcohol, day 1 through 4. If we paid cash, our average cost per beverage was $10.88. If we take into account the fact that we purchased Cheers and the amount that we drank, our average drink cost goes down to $4.72 per drink. That's more than a 50% savings. That's great for us. It might not be that way for you. That's something you have to figure out. And if you need help doing that, leave us a comment below. I'll be happy to help you figure out if the Cheers package is a value for specifically you. A couple of things I want to mention that we didn't talk about in the video. Number 1, taxes. When you are in LA County, meaning Long Beach, the port where this ship leaves from and returns to, so that's day 1 and day 5, and Catalina, one of the ports it stops at, is also in Los Angeles County, okay, so that's day 1, day 2, and day 5, you pay taxes on your drinks. Whether you have the Cheers package or not, you're going to pay taxes on those drinks. So, yes, your drink is free. Well, prepaid through Cheers, right? You have the option to leave that extra $1 or whatever tip, whatever you want. Okay, you don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But then you're going to see a charge on your selling sign for every drink you have while the ship is in those 2 ports. Long Beach on day 1 and 5, and Catalina on day 2, okay? Has nothing to do with Carnival. Don't yell at John Hill on Facebook, okay? He doesn't control taxes in LA County. That's an LA County rule. Second thing I want to mention that we didn't talk about, because I know someone's going to go to John Hill or Carnival and they're going to go, Braggins Adventures said that we could get the Cheers package for our entire cruise. You can, unless you are traveling out of Galveston or New York. Why? Don't know. There's laws in those 2 states that prevent Carnival from being able to sell you the Cheers package on the first day of your cruise. All that means is you're going to have to pay cash for your drinks on day 1, okay? You're not paying for a Cheers package that you can't use, okay? They're not allowed to sell it to you until day 2 of the cruise, okay? Plain and simple. Don't yell at Carnival because you watch this video. Last thing that I want to mention is regarding that last day. We had 6 drinks each on that last morning, and those are completely complimentary drinks because you don't pay for Cheers on that last day. The way that Carnival words their cruises is kind of strange to me. They call them days, but what they mean is nights. So when you go on a 4-day cruise, what it means is 4 nights. There's a 5th day there, okay? If you go on a 7-day cruise, it means 7 nights. There's an 8th day there. When you do the Cheers package, you are paying for the nights, not the days, but it's still good on the days. So on that last day, we got 6 drinks each, didn't pay a dime for them, okay? That is how I got to that $1,000 total savings for the week, right? Because that was another $130-ish in savings between the 2 of us on that last day we didn't pay for, okay? And hitting about $200 a day each day, plus all of the non-alcoholic drinks we did, okay? So for us, it's a value. For you, it may or may not be. You just have to do that math and figure it out. No one can answer that for you. Last thing before I let you go, and I tried to put the number on the screen a few times and talk about at the beginning. If you or someone you know has a problem with alcoholism, please call the number below. Reach out. Get the help that you need. You are not alone. Please, please, please drink responsibly. Thanks so much for watching the video. This one was a blast to put together, and we'll see you around, okay?
Hey guys, it's Andrew. I didn't mean to interrupt your video, but I just wanted to take a moment to ask you to click that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you could, please do share these videos on social media. And by the way, we love chatting with you in the comments. Let us know what you liked or disliked down below, and let us know what you want to see in the future. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next adventure.